welcome to the channel, folks. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, you know, the routine. Today, I'm just going to show you the rivet gun. And you may be thinking, well, you know, everybody knows about a rivet gun. Well, not necessarily, because I never had a rivet gun until I needed one. And I went and I bought one. I didn't... you know, need an hydraulic one. I seen the one that hooks up to your air compressor. So I didn't need, you know, that. I did use it for when I made fabricated rocker panels for the car. I couldn't get the gauge of sheet metal that I would have used, which would be in about 22 to 20, maybe 24, but I got 26. So I couldn't really weld. There was spots that I could weld, spot weld pretty good with the MIG welder, but most of it was done with the riveter. Okay, so you got different types of rivets. First of all, like I said, you've got different guns, hydraulic, air compressor, where you can hook up to the air compressor, the big, you know, leverage ones. So, but this is fine for me. You have, I do believe, yes, you have these types of, you know, if you can focus there, but these are steel. They're actually steel shank, or some people call them mandrels. They're steel mandrels and aluminum rivet, the head, which I don't really know why, that they say different metals don't, you know, don't work well, but hey, it is what it is. And so I got, mostly what I used were aluminum shank and aluminum ed. But for this purpose, I can use the aluminum. That's a better view of the steel. Can you see that? So yeah. So you got different sizes. That there, I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to say it's about, oh, I got it right here, 3/16. That's what I was thinking. It's 3/16 by a 1/2 inch long. And then you got smaller. And you got smaller again, but you get the idea. So now what you can do, say you're in a piece of tubing, and the tubing is, you know, it's small, and you put this rivet in. Well, you may not have this much clearance, so that's why you have smaller and smaller rivets, and they're smaller round as well. And but a little trick, I won't show you, but I'll just tell you, a little trick you can do that I've done many times is, say all you got is a big rivet, okay? And you really need to get the job done. What you can do is you tap this shank out. This is not a sealed rivet. You can get sealed rivets. This is not a sealed one. So you can tap this mandrel out, and you cut half what you need of your rivet, okay? And then you need this flange, so that'll be the good part. So then you put the mandrel back in, and Bob is your handy. So there, that's just a little tip there. If you've never tried it, it works every time. And just make sure you have the right size of drill bit. You don't want it too big, right? Because then you don't have enough. You got too much slop. so it's really, it only expands so much. So just, you know, that's you got to make sure that you got the right size. You want it where you actually kind of got to work it in the hole. For instance, I want to have over here, you can see on this camera, I want to put these two metals together. This could be anything. You know, sky is the limit when it comes to this stuff. So you drill a hole, folks. So we have two pieces of metal. All right. Now, let's see if this hole is good enough for this rivet. It is. It's going to fit. If I just wiggle it. Okay, so this is the two pieces of sheet metal or whatever you have that you want to put together. So you just put the two together. You got your rivet. Now, make sure you have, it comes with, this one has 4, and it'll be a 2.4 using a 2.4. So you put your thing in there, okay, and you put it through whatever it is you're doing, right? So say it's like that. Now, you want to put pressure forward to keep that rivet, that flange of the rivet, that flange here, you want that to be as flat as you can. Now, if you have a choice, if if you're able to choose what way that flange is, choose the side that is going to look the best, whatever your situation is. But you'll see why in a second. So I'm holding this, but say this was, a rocker panel and it was on, you had it clamped on there or something. You push down and you squeeze. Okay. Keep going until it snaps with getting the mandrel out. So, it's pretty tight. Hope so. So that's how you do it. Now, hopefully you can see that. What are you seeing? Okay. Now, you see how that's squished together? Right? So it expands, it draws the mandrel up and squeezes this out and makes it nice and fat, like me. So it pinches these together. Other than that, what else is there to say? Not much other than the size of rivets, so on. I explained that you take whatever one of these heads to match up to your rivet. Yeah. So folks, that's using a pop rivet. Some call them blind rivets. Some call them pop rivets. You can call them whatever you want, but that's how it works. If you're doing real thin metal, okay, you put on a small washer because it helps give it more surface pressure and it holds better. So just a little tip. There is as a tensioner here. You can, if you find that it's not grabbing, you can tighten this down a bit. But usually they're pretty good. You don't have to mess with these. This is a Mastercraft. You can have any kind, sturdy, because they do take a lot of abuse, because you get the big rivets and you're putting a lot of pressure on there. So yeah, anyway, thanks for tuning in.